Oh, I got the audio.
Try it again.
Oh, there you go. Alrighties. Welcome, everybody, back with a basketball trip for knowledge. You feel me?
Yes, we in here.
As you can tell by the thumbnail, I put new season, new results. If you don't know what that means that we're going to cover the Eastern Conference and Western Conference, new teams, all the records and everything. But if we can't cut into all that, we will more likely to continue that next Sunday for new improvements from different teams. But stay tuned for that. And my other co-host TP, he will be back on again. Surely he's doing something right now. He was just on here, but he'll be back on in a few minutes. So just give him a second. But we're gonna get it started.
Yeah.
Like I said, we won't cover as much today because there's some football games on today. So go Bills!
Right, they play at 4.
Yeah.
Bills play at 4.
4:20.
Yeah.
But I got my Bills. I got my Bills pants on. Go Bills out in the joint.
That's gonna be a good game, right? That's game of the week.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, bruh. We better win this game. I'm gonna be pissed if we don't win this. I'm gonna be mad as hell. I'm gonna be so mad because this is crazy because I got the Bills defense on my fantasy football league, and they better show out. They better show out today.
You put them on a fantasy football league, the Bills defense? Wow. I don't know if I would have did that. Bro. I got Bills defense. I hope you're right. That's what I'm just gonna say that. I hope you're right.
I hope so, because if not,
listen, I got Bills winning, but it's gonna be like 50, 60 point game.
Okay.
I mean, like combined score.
Yeah.
All right, okay. What's the temperature in Buffalo right now?
Woo! Like 50, 40.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad then, because it's about maybe about 60 here. It's not too bad. About 60, 58, somewhere around there. I'm in, South Carolina, so it's about that temperature here. I got on shorts and a hoodie.
Oh yeah, now see you chilling over there. You chilling over there. I might have to come up out there, man. What's going on?
Yeah. Well, up here it'll get cold. I mean, it'll warm up during the day when the sun out, and then at night it'll drop low, like low 40s, like that.
Oh, okay.
But during the day it'll get up to like 60, so it'll be a 20 degrees difference from the sun go up to it go down. 50s, 60s, and then it'll drop. Not 60. When I say 60s, not high 60s, like low 61, 62, and then it might, or 58, somewhere around at 55, and then it'll drop down to the 40s at night. What's goody though? What we got today? We back on. I missed last week.
So last week was the FBI gambling situation. Me and CP covered that one already.
Yo, I didn't get a thumbnail on that. Did you put that one up on the link? I have to go back and look at that one.
I actually made that one. I got this thing called Canva. You can make thumbnails. You can make whatever you want.
You gotta make sure you tag me in them so I can know when you post them, so I can put it out.
I gotta put out the clips. I'm finna put them out today when I
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that gambling joint was crazy, yo. But the thing about it is, I mean, at the end of the day, everybody fucking gambles. So what do you mean? Like, what you talking about?
Yeah,
like, I don't get
it. I was just thinking that too.
Now, if they rigging the games and all of that, that's a different story. Like the Chauncey Billups joint, they rigging the game. That's different. You know what I mean? You purposely, frauding people with a bogus. They can't win no matter what. Because at the end of the day, people go to the casinos every day. 24/7. Casinos don't close. When you go, have you ever been to a casino, Aramis?
Huh?
Have you ever been to the casino?
Nah.
So let me tell you this: when you go to a casino, bro, they want you to gamble. That's what it is. They don't even have windows in the casino, so you can't tell what time it is outside.
Oh, really?
No, yeah, no casinos have
What
windows.
the hell?
They don't want you to know. So when you come in there, the time
Hell.
you come in to the time you leave, the casino looks the same. You will never know what it is until you go like near the front door.
Oh, okay.
But you get deep up in the casino, like if you get past the front door where you can see the door, you don't see no windows, no nothing. You will never know what time it is, and you can drink all night. They give you alcohol free, so you be
Damn.
fucked up all night, getting toasted, spending money. So that is academic. You know what I mean? This is what they do. So at the end of the day, like I don't know why they tripping on people getting like they was even talking about big ticket. He was supposed to have went with Chauncey or something. But at the end of the day, that's like if I say, Airman, let's go to a poker match and we go play some poker and we gonna spend a cup of bread. Everybody bread different. Some poker games is $100 to buy in. Some poker game may be $1 million buy in, depending on what type of people you sitting around. Millionaires play millionaire money.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't no millionaire, so I can't put up $1 million on a poker game or even, nowhere near those numbers because I ain't got that kind of bread to burn.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you get in with where your pockets get fit in. So everybody does that. So I don't, they coming down on them hard from a gambling perspective when gambling is legal. Unless purposely defrauding someone. I mean, if I'm coming in and the games is rigged, then yeah, you need your ass whooped. Chauncey, if you knew the game was rigged, you need your ass whooped. Sorry, no disrespect, but come on, bro.
Crazy.
You setting us up on purpose. Anyway, what's good? What we got today?
Okay, so today is a little different. Today is something like a freebie. We gonna talk about the new results and the NBA as far as each team, because right now we've all witnessed some teams that have never really had the highest rank,
Mm-hmm.
and some teams are like for example, we'll get to start off with the San Antonio Spurs having their 5-0 start
Oh yeah,
in
we
the
gotta wait for CP
second.
for that one because I got a whole bunch to say about my guy. But the alien is doing his thing.
You
We
want to
we
get
gonna wait
into
for
that, or
CP
you
on
want
that
to
one.
wait?
What else we got? Let's talk about something different. Let's say that one for CP jump on.
Okay. Let's get into the Eastern Conference right now. This is the first time we've had Chicago Bulls had a 5-0 start. They are
Right.
ranked
I didn't
number
know the 5-0 start. Okay.
You got Philly for the
I
it,
gotta even look to see who on their team. They still got who on it? I remember Alonzo Ball was on it years ago. I have to go look at the roster. I haven't seen I haven't watched any basketball yet.
I really don't. I haven't seen Chicago Bulls play recently, man, because I haven't been able to watch them play. But they got a. I don't know. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, let me go to their roster real
Yeah,
quick.
let's see the roster for them. They had the one boy who was the dunk. Zach Levine played for them, didn't he?
Zach Levine did play for them, but now he's playing with.
Oh, he didn't got traded. Damn. See, I gotta catch up now. I
Yeah,
gotta
he.
start. I'm gonna probably start watching some basketball here this week or so because I haven't started watching any basketball really. You know what I mean? I've been doing the
Yeah,
football.
I've been watching that more than football now because
Yeah,
just because
just kicking off. Yeah, I
yeah.
gotta lock in.
So Chicago got Josh Giddey, they got Montez Mozeles, Kobe White, Nikola Vucevic, um, and a few like rookies and other people like Zach Collins, Jalen
So
Smith.
who's the main player on their team? Who's the top guy?
Um, I would have to say I honestly don't know. I mean, to think about it, Josh Giddey, either Kobe White, Isaiah Okoro, they just traded for him. Um, I don't really know because I don't really watch Chicago Bulls like that, so I can't really tell.
Oh man, I got NBA tickets, so I got all the games on here. So I got to start watching NBA. Like I said, the season just started, so I hadn't plugged in yet. And
Yeah,
then you got to send me the link too, because I know the fantasy thing started. I don't even have that link to see what's going on or the login or nothing.
Are you not in it?
I am in it. Remember the one we had, but I don't know the login. I gotta get with you so you can tap me in so I can lock it in my phone so I can know set it up.
You can make it. What you could do is that you can put your email and then you can request for a new password. You can make it just make you a new password and stuff like that.
Okay,
That
send me
way,
the link. Just text me the link, and then when we get off, I'll do that tonight, so I can lock it in. Because like I said, I ain't logged in. I don't know nothing about where we at, what platform, nothing. But I know, you put us in it, me and CP in it. So I want to make sure I can set my team up at least for the month. Because we played with the same person for a whole month, right?
yeah. So right now the standings are Hoops Dreams. He's 1-0. Monsters. He's 1-0. CP's 1-0. I'm 0-1. You're 0-1, and my dad's 0-1.
Okay,
So
yeah. So send me the link for that so I can see where we at on that. Did you get American there too?
he is.
Okay. What's his record? He 1-0, 0-1.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, send me the info and I could jump in on that one.
Okay.
And I don't even know where to go. But once you send it to me, I know how to access it and set my team up.
Okay.
But right now, it's just doing a computer generated with lineup.
Okay. So I'm gonna just go down the list for the Eastern Conference. So you got Chicago at 1, Philly is at 2, Milwaukee is at 3, Pistons at 4, Miami's at 5, Hawks at 6, Cavs 7, Magic 8, Celtics 9, Knicks 10, Raptors 11, Hornets 12, Pacers 13, Wizards 14, Nets 15.
Is that realistic? Because you figure
No, it is. It is. This
Boston.
is
No, no.
the
I'm saying. I mean, that's the early line. That's based on the winning percentage now. But at the end of the day, who is your top four that you think that you had going into the season?
for
Like
me.
I know the Knicks had to be in there. The Knicks and Boston have to be in the top 8.
Well. Right now, Knicks record is 2-3.
Mm-hmm.
Cavs is 3-3. Celtics is 3-4 because they came back by winning 3 games in a row. They were down 0-4, but
Mm-hmm.
then they came back and started winning games. Same thing with the Pacers. They were down 0-5 until they beat us last
Mm-hmm.
night. They're 1-5, and also Tyrese is questionable for returning or to be out the whole season, so he's questionable.
For Indiana,
Yep, for Indiana. So he hasn't been playing
if he got for the whole season, it's over for them.
yeah, he hasn't been playing for many 5 games, but they were lucky enough to beat us.
Yeah,
Um,
if he don't play, that's over. They can't win without him. He the main guy. He the reason why they was in there last year.
no,
And
same thing for
damn near
Celtics.
won last year.
No, no, and same thing for Celtics. Jason Tatum is out, but they're trying to figure out if he's out for the whole season or if he's
If
going to.
Tatum out for the whole season, Boston over. They can't win without Tatum. Straight up. I
Well, I
mean,
mean,
I
I'm,
mean,
I'm
I mean, they can win a game. Of course, I'm talking about deep in the
winning
playoffs.
it
I'm talking
all.
about.
Yeah, yeah. If it's
I'm
like
talking about. I'm talking about
if
everything. I'm
you're
talking about is deep in the playoffs. They can't. Indiana can't win without Halliburton and
without Halliburton and
yeah, and then they can't win without Tatum. They need all of them to get. I'm talking about to get to the finals and all that. I'm talking about deep run.
yeah,
If they out for the season, they might be barely fighting for that last spot.
yeah. I was just thinking about that too because I'm thinking like you got Jason Tatum, Tyrese Halliburton. I think there's a few other players that are the same situation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who, but I do know this: if Tyrese is having the same situation as Jason Tatum, then Tatum and Halliburton are, you know, their teams are in trouble. So Jalen Brown will have to really, put up crazy numbers for Celtics to even have a chance into getting up there. And somebody on the Pacers team really got to, like, that whole team has to step up. But if Halliburton is able to come back mid season, then that means Pacers really gotta step their game up to keep their to rank up at least.
What's Houston doing?
Houston,
That's the one we was talking about. Everybody talking about with KD there. So I'm curious to see how they out the gate. We know what my guy is
uh,
doing.
Houston, the Western Conference. Houston is ranked number 7. They're 3-2.
Okay.
Um,
So they still everybody. I mean, the rankings don't mean shit right now. Basically, that's just for,
basically,
for,
yeah,
for
because
talk. That ain't even worth to say. I mean, it is what it is. It's a true fact. But at the end of the day, the season's so new that really means
fans
nothing because you got teams playing 500 ball, and if a team plays 500 ball throughout the season, they're a playoff team.
fans, we all know, we all know OKC is going to be up there again.
Of
OKC
course,
is the number
if,
one
if
seed.
OKC, I got
They're six.
OKC, I got in the top three. They're won it, so you got to be there in the top three. This is projected, no
Top
injuries.
three is
Just like right now, you can't say Warriors. Warriors is gonna, I got Warriors, in early projections that when it all settles, I got them still, in the playoff hunt. I don't got them in the top 5, but I think they'll still
no, yeah,
be.
no, yeah, no. Top five is Thunder, Spurs, Trailblazers, Lakers, and Clippers. Those are the top 5.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I would say that, and then the thing about Golden State, the thing about Golden State is, just like Boston and the Knicks and all of them, any one of those teams, if they can even get in the playoffs, it's a problem because they can still beat you on any given night.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that too because I remember I remember talking to my girlfriend's dad and her uncle because her dad is a big 76er fan and her uncle is a big Boston Celtics fan and so is her cousin. And I was telling them, I'm like, Boston doesn't have a chance. And they were like, I mean, it's early. Yeah, it's early, but think about it. Tatum is a no show.
Yeah,
Jalen
but I mean,
Brown really
if
good by
Tatum is healthy,
himself.
but Boston, if Tatum, so if Tatum is hurt, right, and he can get healthy towards the end of the season, and let's say they get into the 8 seed or 7 seed.
They're dominating.
Yeah, well, not in the 8th seed. I don't think they're going to have. I mean, you still have to give them they tough. But if they get in like 7 or 6, that's a problem.
That's a problem.
Yeah, because remember, and
They
this
gonna
year you still
sneak
got the
right
play
in.
in.
They gonna
Yeah,
sneak right in that joint.
yeah, and you got the play in. If they make the play in, they're going to win the play in to get in the playoff. Period.
Yeah,
And ain't just like Golden State. If Golden State can't, because the play in is for the 7th and 8th position, right? So if they get in the play in, even if they make it to the play in, they're going to get into the mix. Period. And you have to respect them. Those kind of teams, you have to be like, okay, bet. So if I got them, I need to get up on them 3-1. Because you fuck around and it be 3-3, they can beat you in a game 7. You don't want to play Boston in a game 7. You don't want to play, with their main players. In a game 7, you don't want to play, especially you don't want to play Golden State. That's
not in the
not
game 7.
not in the game 7. Game
We
7.
saw it against Rockets last year. We spanked them in game 7.
Yeah, game 7, it's over. If you get it down to one game, anything's possible. That's a Kevin Garnett joint, KG. But
Yeah,
anything's
because
possible in a game 7.
think about it, like we can spectate this whole conference all season long, but what really matters is the playoff time because think about it. You can have teams like you can have the top 5 teams be the best in regular season, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then when you come to a nearly ending season, where all the teams get ranked up to best to worst, but then mind you, it comes to a play-in tournament. If either of let's say Rockets fall short, let's say my Warriors fall short, Timberwolves, Grizzlies, but if you go to the Eastern, like what if it's like, oh crap, hold on. What if it's like Pacers, Boston, Cavs, or anything like that? If any of your teams fall almost close of outside the playoff line, then it's going to be an issue. Like you said about Boston, Boston's going to be an issue if they ever reach that spot.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Pacers. If Halliburton comes back, and this is just hypothetically speaking, if Halliburton comes back the same time that Tatum does, or not even the same time, but just comes back, and they're nearing the playoff time, but they're in the play-in. Pacers is going to walk through that whole play-in tournament, and then you can go right into the playoff picture. Boom. Whoever they face is whoever they face. It don't matter because Pacers is a really good team. Don't get me wrong, and I seen when they play Golden State, they really did good, despite them being 0-5. Like I mean, they lost against OKC. And they lost against a few other teams, and then you beat us.
Mm-hmm.
That just shows that Pacers still got some work to do, despite not
Right.
having Halliburton. Same thing with Boston. You've
Right.
won 3 games in a row, but you lost 4. And then that just shows that without Tatum, you're gonna have to maneuver around Jaylen Brown. You're gonna have to, like you don't have Al Horford anymore. You don't have Porzingis. You don't have Drew.
Al finally retired, huh?
No,
They
he
got
was
Porzingis though, right?
no. Porzingis is with the Wizards. Al Horford is with Golden State. Drew Holiday is with the
Al's
Trailblazers.
still playing? Wow, he 100.
I think with us, bro, we got him. We snatched him up. Snatched him up. And then,
Damn.
don't start a player at
But
that
no,
league.
how if Hartford see a player like him, an old veteran, you bring him off the bench and he gonna give you solid minutes. You can put him in any situation, even down the stretch in playoff situations. He gonna be okay.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, because I
He
think
gonna
I
be
think
okay because he didn't been won a ring, so he championship tested and playoff tested. So that's a good. He's a good
that's a
seventh
good
man
piece.
off the bench, seventh, eighth man,
That's what I'm
solid.
thinking because
Or even if he a backup center, if he played backup center, now he can't play the whole game because that's too
no, he
much.
can't. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
feel
can't. You
like
got to bring him in as just like KD. You don't like we already had that conversation. KD coming in to finish the closer.
you know what's crazy about K and Rockets? They made him a shooting guard.
Yeah, that's what he is.
Yeah, they made that
But
man a
just think
shooting
about it. That's the best place for him to play the 2 or the 3. Because if you play the 2 and the 3, it's always going to be a matchup problem because he's so much bigger than those. He normally, you do have some stretch 3s and stretch 4s, but if he playing the 3, that's a matchup issue.
Exactly.
So I wouldn't put him in the 4 to 5. Why would you do that to KD? That's what you bring me here for, because the 4 and the 5 need to basically play the interior game. You shouldn't have a 4. You might have a 4 every once in a while, run out to the 3 and he can light it up and open the floor up. But then traditionally a 4 and a 5 need to play in the perimeter, inside the perimeter, not outside. So if you got KD sitting on the 3 and you got a guard on him, that's a mismatch problem, or a small forward. So that's smart. That's where I would put him. I would put KD at the 3, sometimes the 2. If I'm going large, if I'm going big, put KD at the 2, my shooter. What guard gonna match up with KD at the 2?
Because hold on, let me go to their roster real quick. Because what's their roster line real quick? Despite the
They got them young dogs playing in the paint. Let them young dogs clean up all that and slop all that up down in the interior. And if KD need to go down there once in a while and grab something, that long rebound, then that's where KD come in. You can't afford to put KD down in the trenches because you don't want him to get hurt. You just spend too much money on him.
Rockets roster. No, not their schedule. Okay, their players. Okay, so Right now, Fred family is still hurt, so their point guard is Amin Thompson, and then you got Katie at the two.
Mm-hmm.
The three would have to be Alfred Singin. Steven Adams is their starting center. Clint Capella is their backup center. Jabari Smith Jr. is their small forward. Reed Shepard is their backup point guard behind Amin Thompson. Terry Eason is their backup power forward. Behind either it could be anybody, and then you got Josh Okogie. So I mean they got a decent lineup.
Mm-hmm.
They got Dorian Finney-Smith, Isaiah
Yeah, but
Crawford.
all them boys is young, and them boys run up and down the court. That's
Yeah,
a Showtime team. They gonna put up 120 a game.
yeah. Hold on, let me just. Okay. Let me go back to the. Oh, what the heck? Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's get into let's get into the Hawks situation. Let's talk about how Trey Young is not on a contract right now.
What?
He's not on a contract this year. He wants to leave next year.
I was trade a main player not under contract.
He's not on a contract this year. I think he wants because he didn't sign one. He's gonna be in a free agent next year. Thoughts
Oh,
on
but he's
that?
still playing. He's still playing with him. This is his last year of his contract.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
that's not what you just said. You say he's not under contract. This is the last year of his contract.
Yeah. So this is basically
That's why I was like, he not playing. What you mean he ain't
oh,
playing?
my bad. So the contract he's on right now, I think he's nearing his end of the contract. He wants to leave because he feel like he's not gonna get anywhere with Atlanta.
So let me ask you this: do you blame him? He's been there for 5 years.
No, I don't. I don't blame him.
Yeah, test the water. Atlanta ain't did nothing when he was there, and they still ain't did nothing. What makes you think they're gonna do more this year? Atlanta needs to just,
Atlanta wanted to keep
let him
him.
go. He gonna free up some money, and I would let them go back in the draft because at the end of the day, they need to get a big player out the draft. Like Dallas got, which is bullshit. But we won't
Yeah,
talk about that. How Dallas
yeah.
lose Luca, then turn around and get fucking Cooper Flag, and then you got teams like Atlanta who've been waiting. Well, they got him Trey Young, but at the end of the day, they ain't got nobody since, and they ain't put nothing around him for real. For real, they a playoff team, but never enough to go over the hump. They couldn't attract no other players to play with him, and that was the problem.
Oh, okay.
That's the problem because just think about it. They made the playoffs a couple times. I mean, you know what I mean? He's been there 5 years. How many times they made the playoffs? 3, 4?
Yeah, yeah. What's up?
What's going
See,
on,
he's
bro?
back
What's
in the
going
building.
on?
Yeah, man, I'm here, man. What we talking about? What we on?
We talking about Trey Young opting to just not renew with the Hawks, and so he's going to test the free agent next year.
I thought I seen where they didn't offer. I don't think he had no. I saw a headline that they didn't offer.
Oh, see, I don't know if they offered now, but at the end of the day, if he
Oh, they
offered them
did.
or not,
No, they
if
didn't
they
offer
didn't,
him.
then
I
that's
didn't
still
see
good
that.
though.
Hold on, let me see.
Pull
I
that
didn't
up.
see
I don't
that.
think they offered. I saw that because I saw that headline that day, and I could have swore it said they didn't offer him. It wasn't no he didn't opt. Like they
Oh,
chose
okay.
not
So that
to
means that they
offer.
just said they're gonna cut ties with him. Then they
Pretty
gonna blow
much.
it up.
I think because they basically said that.
Or trade him if they can.
Yeah,
No,
because
I ain't gonna buy. They ain't gonna trade
Trey
nigga.
wants
They
to
gonna
go
trade nigga
small
that been
level.
traded. Ain't nobody gonna give him up now. They might well just wait out to a free agent. He can go test the water.
True,
I
true.
was just saying the
Yeah.
same
I
thing.
wouldn't, and I'd be different if it was 1 year. Last year was the time to trade him because you could have got some, with 1 year
Exactly.
left, maybe.
Exactly.
I wouldn't do nothing. Who would CP? You would trade for Trey Young in his last year of the contract this year?
Hell
Only way you do
no.
that, somebody get hurt.
Somebody get hurt or no, I ain't gonna trade because the
I don't
Hawks
think
gonna
I
want too
would.
much. I was gonna say if a contender, but if a contender would have to probably give up the pieces, some of the pieces that's making them a contender. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
ain't nobody trading for Trey Young. He empty calories. You know what I'm saying? Meaning his points have no effect on that. He, like I'm saying, he empty calories.
yeah,
Meaning his buckets, they just buckets. You know what I'm saying? They
yeah,
not winning buckets. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well,
Ain't nobody
that's what
looking
we
for
just.
that
I
right
was
now.
just telling Aramis. I was saying that Trey Young been there about what 4 years now, 5 years when
Shit,
he
this
got
got to be his
drafted.
fifth. Yeah, because he
Yeah,
came
fifth
in with
year.
Luca.
So
He,
so
he
they
came
have
in with
yet.
Luca.
Yeah, yeah. So you look at that, right? When I was telling Aramis, I was saying that basically he came in and they were a playoff team. They were in the bottom bunch of the playoff team, making that last seventh, eighth spot. And
Yeah, but
then
that's when the
Atlanta
East was super
failed.
weak.
Either Atlanta failed or he failed, and I have to blame the organization because they're the one, the GM, because they never brought anybody in that could a positive impact to be able to make them push up the ladder.
That's
He
true.
couldn't. He couldn't
That's true.
recruit nobody because they already had. Even what you said, PBCP. He's empty calories, but he still scores buckets. His numbers is his
Buckets.
numbers. The man dropped. What's his stats? There, let's pull up the stats. Like let's discredit the man. The man is an all star.
Hey, and the man is he shows up in the playoffs too when
Yes.
they get there.
Yeah. So I mean, I get it when you say empty calories, but the empty calories to me is more on the it flares on the side of organization didn't get me help. But I'm still
Right.
filling up the seats, and fans are still coming to see Trey Young got following because Trey Young puts it in, and they
Yeah.
still giving them a
Yeah.
glimpse
Yeah.
of hope to make a playoff team. That's not one of them teams that you're gonna say, oh, they bottom dwellers. Like who a bottom dweller? Orlando or who are some of the
Brooklyn.
bottom
Man,
dwellers in the
No,
East?
Orlando not a bottom dweller
Well,
no
not bottom
more.
dweller, but who are some of the bottom dwellers in the East?
Brooklyn.
Bro,
Brooklyn,
yeah,
yes.
yeah, you know what I mean. And no disrespect to Orlando because I know they've been
Brooklyn
trying to
Nets.
do their thing, but you know
Now
what I'm saying.
Orlando good now.
Yeah, they not that kind of team. So you can't put it. So he is buckets or empty calorie. The man still putting in work.
True.
He just ain't got no
I
help.
put some respect on his name. I'll put more
Yeah.
respect.
No, just tell him what his numbers is. Just read off what his number. What he averaging? I what I'm talking about the
he
averaging.
averaging
What's the stats?
so for minutes he's averaging 27.8 minutes a game, points 17.8 points a game,
Come on, bro.
two rebounds.
Stop
That's
right
it
there.
though.
You ain't even
Why he
got to
only
talk
playing
no more.
26 minutes
27
though?
points a game. CP is
No, no,
that's good
no, no,
working.
no. That's minutes. His points is 7.8.
Yeah, he went down this season.
17.8
Well, that's
per
just
game.
so
Well, no,
far because
what's his overall stat? What's his career stats? He only been in the league 5 years. Don't tell me for this 5 games we just played.
17.8.
for
Okay, so that's
career,
decent.
yeah, that's about
17.8.
Career?
right.
That's his
Yeah.
career stats for this year.
No, for the career. This year just
Yeah.
started. Yeah, 5 games in. You can't count this year.
That's his career stats. 17.8. I'm
Okay,
looking at
so
it right now.
17.8. That's fair.
That's about
That's
right though.
That's
Yeah,
what I was. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
yeah,
he get
decent. He
buckets.
giving you almost a dub a game.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
But
I
but but
mean,
now with that being said, so now let me ask y'all this: does Atlanta tank?
shit, I thought they've been tanking for the past like
I
two,
feel like
3 years.
I feel like Trae Young should probably go somewhere else, bro. Because I
I
don't
do
think
too.
he's gonna do well with Atlanta. Because
Uh,
the way how Atlanta is right now, they're not gonna take initiative and try to look for other sources to try to help Trae Young out. So I think Trae Young should just go somewhere else where he feel like he can
He
actually.
don't have a big market though. He got a decent market, but you got to
Yeah,
think
but
about it.
it
So
ain't
if Trey Young gonna want to go to a caliber team that could get him to the next level. And if you
right.
look at all the playoff caliber teams, West Coast, West or East, there's not that many. There's only how many teams is it viable that he can actually come in and be the guy? He don't have to be the guy, but come in and be good chemistry.
Man, he might
Because
be
now
accepted.
that's what CB said. You can't be empty calories coming into a new team.
True.
Like for me, I would say the ultimate place I would take him is to drop him in at LA, put him in with the Lakers.
I would say that too. Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, he could take
They
day
talked
one,
about
but
that a
some
couple
ones
years
he
ago.
can't take. Trey Young played 1 or 2.
The
He
one.
played a 1.
Yeah, so if you think of all the playoff teams that's viable, some of them got good decent guards where you ain't gonna swap out what you got for him. You got to go where the
Why I
guard play.
say
He can enhance the guard play.
a couple years ago they was talking about the Lakers, but ain't no way the Lakers don't need him now. That's not that. A couple years ago,
If
for
they
Austin
put him on
Reeves
the
popped off.
Lakers, then
Who the Laker
They,
guard now? Who's their guard now?
Austin Reeves.
Oh yeah,
They
Austin
give
Reeves.
him-
Yeah.
he ain't giving him-
Who's
Austin
that?
Reeves piece.
And Trey
Yeah, because
Young
they
too
can still get the
small.
job done.
Yeah, he ain't
Look
good.
at-
That was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Lakers at the 1, Austin Reeves at the 2, and then you got other people. But if Trey Young was in LA and
I
they
mean, if I was a GM and I had to go get him, I would go get him and put him on the Spurs because that's my team.
he would probably fit best with the Spurs. He would most definitely.
You don't think so? Because they had CP there. CP ain't there no more, right? Who the guard now?
Dog, they got
De'Aaron Fox is hurt.
Yeah, but he coming back. They just gave that man last year. They just gave that man like $200 million.
Oh yeah. See?
How many years?
He ain't going nowhere.
Yeah,
he ain't going nowhere.
I don't know if it was 4 or 5, but whatever it is, they just because remember that he
I'll
was
probably say I'll probably say 4.
Bro, he ain't going nowhere. And Trey Young,
he ain't going there.
Trey Young is not better than De'Aaron Fox. Period. Not at all.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, but I mean, he has to be a backup though, right?
No, he ain't gonna come in no backup. He ain't gonna go nowhere to be a backup.
Yeah, he gonna be a starter. That man, I put some respect on that man now.
I don't know why I even said that dumb shit. I don't know why I even said that.
On that man.
Y'all
put this man on the bench.
Y'all coming at me like, what you mean back?
That's how we started this segment. Put some respect on that man. Now we can't put him on the bench.
We just started off.
Yeah, y'all calling me like crazy. Like, man, hold on a minute, Aaron. What y'all talking about, bro?
Man.
What did you say, CP? All right.
Dang,
all right.
I mean, San Antonio
so let me ask y'all this question real quick.
Well, San Antonio just traded for De'Aaron Fox last season, right?
Yeah.
And then,
and then
at the end of last season,
I'm trading him today. Yep.
But last, at the end of the season, they gave him a max contract. That's just kicking in this year. Even though he's hurt, he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, they invested money in him. They invested.
And he's good. I mean, he's an all-star. De'Aaron Fox, when he's healthy, he's one of the top guards in the league. You know what I mean? So, and he's still young.
I'm just trying to think where can he go that
Young going
would
to
be viable,
man.
Orlando.
He's going to
in Atlanta.
Man, that man might have.
That might be a downgrade from Atlanta.
Man, that man gonna want his money.
What about Boston?
You gotta think about it.
He go to Boston?
Probably not. Boston can't afford them contracts. They still got Jaylen Brown and they still got
Boston. What about Orlando?
Orlando, they got some young cats they about to probably max out, like is it Bankero? And then, but they got some decent young guards. So who knows? I don't think they might not want to gut their team for Trey Young. Because Orlando's good. They've been building for a minute.
What about Miami? He couldn't go to Miami?
Oh yeah, Miami do need a guard.
Miami could use it. Yeah, Miami can use
Miami don't got a guard.
Yeah, see, that's something. And Miami's still pretty decent. They not too bad, right? It's still pretty close to a caliber team.
Yeah, Miami.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, but he can team up real nice with Bam Adebayo. He got a really good.
Him and Tyler Hero and Bam.
Yeah,
Tyler Hero.
And Bam trading buckets up there, right?
And Pat Riley's still the GM there, so he's always looking for a play, and he like picking veterans.
You know what's crazy about that?
Yeah,
because it's like a little rumor that Pat Riley was gonna get in touch with John Morant. I said, man, that John Morant ain't going nowhere, dude. He's staying.
He's going somewhere. He's
got
out of Memphis.
That market too small. They got to get out of Memphis.
100%. They don't want to. They already.
Memphis already got too many players already. They got the most players out of any team in the roster.
Y'all got to think.
They got to trade somebody away.
Memphis gave Ja Morant a second contract already, which I think probably has maybe a year or two left on it. Y'all didn't catch the interview last night or the night before
Uh-uh.
last?
Nine
What's that one? Fill us in, CD. Fill us in. Give us the tea. What's the
Listen, I think
tea?
it
What's
was
the
last
tea?
night. The man got all over when they interviewed him. The man, they say, I guess they didn't play him enough minutes. You know what I'm saying? And they lost. This was last night. So I guess I don't see the exact number of minutes he played, but obviously he wasn't happy about it. So in the post game interview, they stuck the mic in his face. He's sitting down in the locker room. They asked him what happened, with the game. He said, "Ask management." No, ask the coaching staff. Just like that. Ask the coaching staff.
Ain't that the reason why he got suspended from them games?
Probably. And then
Yeah,
they asked him again.
Yeah,
but like what CP said,
got
if
suspended for
CP
5
said that
games.
if he made that comment,
This was
that's
last
where
night.
then he upset with the coaching and he's not trying to get fined.
That's what I'm saying. He said that
He got
again. They
suspended
asked,
for 5 games though. Just
But
because of
not-
that comment, he got suspended for 5 games. That's what they said.
when today?
No, yeah.
Talking about last year, yeah.
Last year,
but
I'm
that's
talking
different
about
though.
last
That's
night.
different.
Yeah, that's
You're
different.
talking about last night, yeah.
They lost, and they in the post game interview, they was interviewing him at his locker, and they asked him what happened, why with the loss.
They suspended him 5 games after that comment.
After last night.
Now Google that. Make sure you fact check that.
You might be talking about last year, I think, but this is just last.
Yeah, but
night.
I didn't know you can't get fined for that comment. Ask the coaches. That's some bullshit if he got fined for that.
And then they asked him again. They asked him. Second question. They was like, "Well, why you didn't play that many minutes?" Ask coaching staff. Why you didn't do this? Ask coaching staff. And they asked him one more question. He was like, "Ask them guys." Because
he just scrummed.
He said something like before the game. He was like, or before the reporter walked in, he was like, "Yeah, if you walked in, you would have seen the whole show. You'll know why." And so this was just last night. That man was hot. That's why I say hey, Memphis. No.
And that's not good, CP. That's the beginning of the season. This is game 5.
He might be he might request a trade. He might not be on Memphis at the end of the year. But like I said, they already gave him a second contract, which he shouldn't have no more than a couple years left on it. So you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I think his time in Memphis.
I think Memphis gonna have to cut tie with him because you can't have that kind of turmoil. And he's supposed to be the leader.
What I said last night, I was like, dang, that's only like game 5. And he was like, something went on either before the game or halftime or right after the game, but during the game, they didn't play that man much at all.
Yeah,
it says yes, the Memphis Grizzlies suspended Ja Morant for so it's not 5, but it's 1 game for conduct stemming from his comments to the media after the loss to the Lakers. This is the latest in the series actions of the player who
was last night, right? Or the night before?
Yeah, last night, yeah.
But boy, ask the coaching staff.
So that comment he made last night, he got suspended.
And they
for 1 game.
Suspended him for that, but it really wasn't for the comment.
Game, my bad.
They suspended him. They suspended him for whatever happened that we didn't see. You know what I'm saying? They just saying the comment. That's
because you know why the coaches still have to keep reins on the team.
Yeah, because Morant said it was something that the reporters didn't see, or something that happened like sometime last night, and so obviously he must have got into it with the coaches or something. Yeah, you know what I mean. That's why
then that's interesting then because now that's a difference in the Trae Young piece because remember he got 1 year or so left on the contract where Trae Young don't have nothing. So now that's viable because you could put Jerron Morant in play. That's a whole different conversation than Trae Young.
Whole different. They
that's a whole different conversation.
Morant have more suitors, I believe.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Is he averaging this year? Let me see. Go. I'm first see how much Ja Morant averaging this year. Let me see.
Man, listen, Ja Morant is going to have more opportunities than Trae Young right now.
Yeah.
And we talking about for a trade. We're not talking about. I'm talking about just for a trade piece.
Right.
You can put him in a lot of different plays because Ja Morant don't have to be the one. He can play the 2.
He can play the 2.
That one is different. That one is the whole. You gotta still.
Trae Young can only play the 1.
Yeah.
So he averaging 28.8 points a game, 3.3 rebounds, and 6.7 assists.
Enough said.
So he basically give you 20 a game, basically.
No, he can give you 25 a game.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Trae Young can give you about 17.
He can give you a bucket. he can, you know what I'm saying? He can give you a bucket. But
wow.
Okay, so I
That's
got a question
interesting
for
then.
both of
So
y'all.
now let me ask you this, CP. So Lakers don't put a play in. LeBron don't make a call.
No, I think the Lakers
Hell
good right
no.
now. The
They
Lakers
don't
good
want
right
that
You
now.
little
know, the
Cognac.
ambassador. They might try to send him out one last hurrah.
Bro,
Nah,
listen,
I think
LeBron
the
want no
Lakers.
YN on his team. Come on, doing guns.
No, but you know what? No, you gotta look at it like this. Y'all gotta look at it like this. You gotta look at it like this, Aramis. And
Okay.
CP, I'm gonna see how you feel about this comment. At the end of the day, look, John Morant, if somebody pick him up, you have to put him with a veteran and somebody you can align him up with to get him to calm him down and give him some veteran guidance and try to get him, because right now he's labeled as the hot boy, the young boy with no leadership in front of him. So
But
that's
that's
why I was
not what
saying
the
if you
Lakers.
Yeah.
the Lakers, and if the Lakers can do it or not, but when I said the Lakers, you could have a LeBron to say, I'm going to take him under my wing, and everybody would buy that. Now, whether LeBron
Nah,
could do it or not, that's another story, but you need a
nah.
veteran kind of somebody. John Morant can't go somewhere and I'm the one sole guy, because that's what was in Memphis, and then he just wilded, and they don't have nobody to bring him in, and that's just my opinion.
Man, right now the Lakers are not trading. The only person they would have to trade like Austin Reeves or something. They're not
I
doing
would
it.
trade Austin Reeves though for Morant.
Austin
I
Reeves was
would,
questionable
but
about
they're
being
not
traded in
doing it
the
right
first
now.
place. So I mean, like,
Wait. What'd you say, CP? Say that
They're not
again. You
doing it.
what?
They're not doing it right now because listen, Reeves, even when he signs this bigger contract, he's going to be cheaper than Morant, right? Right? He's going to be cheaper, and I think he can fit in different just with their system. The Lakers are not doing it. Now another team, but the Lakers ain't doing it. You know what I
So
mean?
give us a team, CB. Give us a team, and you're pretty good analyst in the basketball. What's a team that's got some? Now just think about it. You're gonna have to give up Memphis. Gonna have to lose. They're gonna have to lose in this case, but they ain't gotta lose everything. So who would be viable for them to get something? Just to replace them on the losing side of the ticket. We already know they're not gonna be on the winning side of the ticket.
Right. Man, that's a tough one. You know
Like
what
you
I
said,
mean?
Austin Reeves, it was a bit with somebody who's not a Morant, but they still get a valuable piece. That's what I mean by, somebody they won't lose completely.
I would have to look at the bottom feeder teams because, I mean, if one of the contenders, I don't know if they want to give up what they want to give up for one of the contenders. You know what I'm saying? Unless he go to like a Boston or something that gives up like Jaylen Brown or something, but I doubt it. You know what I mean?
What
Because you're
about
gonna have
Knicks?
the Knicks. Ooh, now the Knicks could be.
the next they're gonna have to give up somebody.
No, they
Who they
got. Well,
get?
I'm just saying the Knicks you're not gonna give up Brunson, but you can give up somebody else.
Who?
Michael.
Ain't nobody else on the level of Morant to
Give up
where I
Michael
mean Memphis
for
won.
Ja.
Man, Michael, man, ain't nobody giving up Morant for Michael at
So would you
all.
give up McHale and another person? What if you give up Motrell and I give you a draft pick?
That might work. You got to be a high top five though, at least top
Yeah.
10.
No, I'll give you a second rounder. I'll give you a him and a second rounder.
Won't
You're
work.
in turmoil right now.
Won't work. Second
And I
rounder
throw
ain't
some
gonna work.
cash on it. Throw a quarter mil cash on it.
Okay, now maybe you're talking about something now.
They're gonna go put some cash because you gotta remember this. They got to replace some of that contract they about to lose. So you got to
True.
put some cash in. If I was a GM, I would put one player, a second round draft pick, and throw a little bit of cash. Get you out of turmoil, and then you can restart the locker room. And I'm giving you a player that's still midway, that still can give you half the numbers that Jerome Morant can get you, plus the cash and the pick.
Mm, who else?
Jerome, he worth it. Is that not worth it though, CP? Close to worth it, and you
No,
in
it's worth it.
turmoil.
It's worth it. But I mean, who else? Who can he go to?
What about Philly?
Hell no. Man,
No.
they got deep.
You
They
have
got
to
Ed.
give
Come
up
on,
Max. You have to give up a few hundred people on that damn truck.
they not giving
And
up.
your rookie too, who was a shooting guard, the
But they
generator.
not. They
Hell
not
no,
giving.
he ain't
Man, they
doing
not
that
giving up
bullshit.
Maxi. Tyrese
That's what,
Maxi, a top 10
Yeah,
point
I
guard in this
wouldn't give
league.
up Maxi. I would keep Maxi. I would give up
And
somebody
and
else.
yeah,
DJ
that's what I'm saying.
and
But you would
Ed
have to give
Stone.
up somebody like that rookie or somebody.
No,
But
you're not
Philly
giving
ain't
up the
doing that shit.
generator. You're not giving up the generator at all. He ain't
Yeah,
going. He
no,
ain't
Okay.
that's
touchable.
what I said.
Okay. So
Nobody
let
is
me ask this.
doing that
This is
shit.
my last one. I'm just throwing on the wall and see if something stick. What about Indiana? Not Halliburton though.
He ain't going there though.
You don't think
Who else they
so?
got? Who else they got?
Nimhard,
They got a lot
Siakam.
of good players. Yeah, all them. But those
They got,
dudes,
they got that one white boy. I forgot his name, but
man,
they ain't got nobody
Memphis
that's
ain't going for that. You got to give them
Miles
some
Turner is
something.
gone, so they really ain't got no center.
All right, so then what about Giannis? I can't send him to Milwaukee either. Milwaukee or Trailblazers? That would be my last two.
I don't know about Milwaukee because I think Giannis.
You ain't gonna give up Giannis
Signed a contract this year.
No, you ain't giving up Giannis. You keep Giannis. I'm talking about somebody else on that team. You had to give him somebody else for them. What's the other boy that came from Portland? What's the boy on the team that came from Portland that played with them?
To Portland. He back.
Oh, they sent him back. Now. Yeah.
Portland.
So that means
Milwaukee just got Miles Turner. Miles Turner. It's on Milwaukee. So
you said so. What you say? CP sent him to Portland.
Send him to Portland.
For who?
So who Portland giving up then? What's the deal on? What's the deal?
Drew Holiday. A lot of cats. A lot of like young talent.
Send Drew Holiday to Memphis.
And who else? It can't be just Drew Holiday. So he don't fill his shoes up and rent. You got to give me something else.
Drew Holiday with
the dude. Who's the young dude? Point guard. It's like his second year. He came from the he's like the top 2 pick or something like that. Came from like the G League.
Oh, you talking about
he came out of high school but went to like the G League 1 year or something. And then
talk about Sky Henderson?
No, Scoot Henderson.
Yep.
Since Scoot over there.
That might be bad because then you're getting a young boy. So that means you can still, you know what I mean, you get 2 for 1.
That's why I said Portland.
Portland. Yeah.
Throw in it.
And Portland is a little bit bigger market than Memphis anyway.
All right.
Portland.
He got to go to a bigger market team.
Okay, so what about like?
No, but Portland is good. I'm saying Portland is bigger than Memphis. You got to send him somewhere out of there. And Memphis got him. You know, Memphis is a rough city anyway. So at the end of the day, you know, you got to get out of that whole mentality. Yeah, that gangbang mentality.
Gangbanging in the NBA.
Yo, that's crazy. Interesting though. I didn't know that there's turmoil in Memphis. That's interesting.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, because if he got suspended one game, when he come back, he's still gonna be on shit. Because like CP said, we don't know what happened in the locker room.
Yeah, we don't know. What about Nuggets?
5 games in, the Nuggets.
What about Denver?
Denver got their squad. You got to play a little different when you got Jokic. They like to get their team tailored around Jokic. You know what I mean? Like the guys they have now, they all fit.
He ain't better than Jamal. I know that though.
Huh?
Crawford. Nah, but you got to remember, Crawford and them been playing like CP said. That whole system is everything go through Joker.
Jamal Murray.
Can eat off of him.
Jamal Murray. Yeah.
He eat off of Joker though. Yeah, whenever they double down on Joker.
Yeah.
What about Clippers? He can try to go on their CP.
Clippers might be bad, but because Clippers are always trying to get a player. Yeah, Clippers might not be a bad one. I might not be a bad one.
Clippers can mentor under Chris Paul because Chris Paul is with the Clippers.
Yeah, and that might be. See, he need a veteran. That's the right thinking because if wherever he go, his whole what he do and his swag that he carry has to be under some kind of umbrella. So you need like a CP or a LeBron or some a strong coach, like a Doc Rivers or some strong. You got to have somebody that's bigger than him and more veteran that you can hope that's how you push the narrative.
Right.
Exactly.
Because right now the NBA want to be done with him, but they can't because they just can't yet. But he's only one big incident away from being kicked out the league. Yeah. And once they put you on that blacklist, it's over. They don't give a fuck. Because listen,
he's been nothing but trouble.
He got Nike behind him though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's right. You got Nike behind him. So
the league is politics like every other league, right?
He just made a shoe too already. He just made a shoe.
It's shoe sales, one of the tops. You know what I'm saying?
His jersey
like
sales too.
All that shit come into effect, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nike make a phone call to the NBA, like,
And they ain't
look,
gonna kick him out of the league just because of
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Right, yeah, but
Yeah.
that's where
Unless
like
you
CP
shoot
said
somebody or some shit.
that yeah some where we hope that we never hope that on nobody, but my thing is that's the kind of call where they go sit the young man down and then they
Yeah,
try to find
That's
to put him in line the way we trying to put it because
yeah,
because like I say he is marketing and it's about money, so they're gonna have
yeah.
to sit him down and say hey we're gonna send you here and they're gonna have it where talk to him plus have some kind of because remember if he goes somewhere the whole stigma on him is he gonna bring the foolishness that he's involved in now the gang banging and
Yeah.
that's going to be where they want to cut that part out.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you got to cut
Mhm.
that part out. The league gonna say cut it out, and they're gonna have to sit down with John Morant and say, "Listen, at the end of the day, we didn't gave you a get out of jail free card twice already,
True.
Yeah.
True.
twice.
True.
Yeah.
They
Twice.
ain't gonna give us so many,
Two got two
so
twice.
twice. A whole gun charge is one. That's the
A
image. Come on, bro. You got a
whole
gun
gun
charge?
charge.
Listen, I missed last week. We all talk about gambling. Gambling and a gun charge is way different.
Yeah, yeah, it
Way
is.
different.
It is.
Way different.
It's way different. Yo.
How did
Yeah.
y'all,
Yeah.
CP? I didn't hear. What did you feel about the gambling? I just want to recap from last week. I wasn't here.
The gambling,
Yeah.
I was just, I was saying there's going to be a lot more of these incidents because the league is in, with gambling and all that. But we made a point that last week to clarify that Chauncey Billups, the coach of the Portland Blazers,
Mm-hmm.
he got caught up in a poker game, right? This poker scheme stuff. So that's outside of the NBA. But the thing about that is it's supposedly tied in with mobsters. So they're not sure if he was also giving gambling information. Now the other dude, Terry Rozier, that was strictly, point shaving
One
or
shaving. Yeah.
things to do with the game. You know what I mean? So, but either way, man, gambling is not gonna go away. Too much money
So,
in sports. But you're gonna have these incidents pop up, and that's just the ones we heard. We're speaking last week on Michael Porter Jr., younger brother, who
mm-hmm.
played for Toronto a couple years ago. Jonte Porter, he was
Okay.
point shaving on prop bets, right? Saying, "Hey, I'm
Okay.
only gonna shoot four or less shots," that type of stuff, and they banned him from the league for life. You know what I mean? So it's other
Wow.
little incidents like that, but I mean he's a fringe player, so of course that didn't get the big headlines. Even though Terry Rozier at this point is a fringe player as well, but getting Chauncey Billups caught up in a gambling scandal, I don't care if it was poker outside of the game. That's big. You got an NBA head coach. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And
Yeah,
then if it's
what I was
tied
saying
in with the
when I
mob.
first jumped on, I was telling Aramis, I said so, and I said I missed it. That's why I wanted was I told him that let's make when you got on. I was going to ask what was your opinion on it, but what I will say is that gambling is legal
Right.
in
That's what I
almost
said.
every. It's not
Yep.
in every state. Every state, because unfortunately where I'm at, ain't no fucking gambling here, which sucks. I don't have no
Texas here
FanDuel here
too.
in South Carolina, but they
Yeah.
working on it. They gonna be getting it here pretty soon. It just a matter of time because, like you said, CP, the revenue is
Revenue
extraordinary. The
is
revenue behind
extraordinary.
it is extraordinary. So
Yeah.
now with that being said, and here's my spiel on it. Everybody, I ain't gonna say everybody, but the gambling is a household thing now.
Yep.
Mhm.
Everybody
That's
is
what
a
we talked
household
about.
thing. Everybody
Yeah.
got this FanDuel, Dabble, whatever, MGM, all
Shout out
kind
to
of shit is
Dabble.
on.
Shout out
Shout
to
out to
Dabble.
everybody is on there. So, but what's happening is that um so now that you did these gambling, like shame on Chauncey Billups if you knew you was in bed with people that was cheating you. And
oh,
that's the bigger piece of it, the whole thing. Because
oh
I
yeah, they
don't
was
think
inviting people over and setting it up.
yeah, so now that's a whole you
That's
need to smack the shit out of you, Chauncey, for
hey,
that
boy
part if
said
you knew it. Now what I was thinking was because I said Chauncey Billups is his career speaks for itself in the NBA. That we know
right.
that he was a viable all-star. He went on
Mr.
to be
Big
a
Shot.
coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So that for that piece is, I would say my first thought was he coerced into having to do it? Did Chauncey get in bed with the with Mafia and because he was forced?
Yeah, well, that's what maybe it started off friendly, but then they probably got some people
Yeah,
involved, and all of a sudden it
Mob
became a
done
thing.
put a thing on him, and then now it's too late because that was my first thought was the Mob done got him, and
Right.
they and you gotta be careful when you deal with people like that because they'll dangle the fruit in front of you and say whatever it is, and they extended some help, and it's just my this not what me saying happened. I'm just saying the ideology that it might have went like that. Something happened that he got interaction with them, and then now he owed them something, and then now they say once you get in, you can't get out,
Right.
and he couldn't offer. So that was my first thought of it, that he got forced into the thing, or because once you get in bed with the Mafia, they say this is what you doing.
Right.
Ain't no nothing, fuck you,
It's like the
because you'll be
cartel.
dead.
It's
Yeah,
like the
you'll be dead.
cartel.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so I think that's some of it, in my
Right.
opinion, or a big part of it. And then now what happened is that's the big draw. Because even I seen the piece where KG, KG and Paul Pierce talk on the podcast they have.
Right.
So on their podcast, they were saying that KG went to a game. So you
He
got to
did.
remember, this is America. Every fucking body goes to a poker game.
Right. Right.
Who the fuck
Hey.
don't? CP, you go to a poker game. Aramis, you're young. You might not play poker yet, but everybody goes to those kind of games. That don't mean that because I showed up, now it's all of what you making it out to be. Because KG could have been like, bro, I could be like right now, CP, come on, hang out. I'm coming down to Houston and we're gonna pull up at the poker spot or
That's what it was. That's how
at
it
the
kind of was.
casino.
Hey, them boys was using. Them boys had the table they was using was an X-ray table.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
but that's
saying?
the Mafia side of it.
Yeah, and then they was using glasses. They were wearing shades. The shades we had cameras and all this type shit on them. Them boys,
Yeah.
it was high tech.
Yeah, high tech. And so to me, I think that we know, and everybody should know this. I bet you $1,000, my mortgage and my wife on it, that Chauncey Billups didn't orchestrate that.
Nah,
He was just the pawn.
Not at the beginning. Hey, did you say the mortgage and your wife?
And the wife.
You threw her in?
I'm sure. That's how sure I am that Chauncey ain't come up with the X-ray table, the glasses. You know what I mean? He ain't put all that on the table.
A side note, I told Aramis this. I here in Central Texas, I think somewhere near Austin, this dude got arrested as well. They said he was part of supplying the equipment to like Chauncey Billups and them. So this thing stretched worldwide. Like it stretched all across the country. So I guess he was tied in with the people that was obviously giving them like the tables and stuff like that. And that was way down here near Austin. So
wow,
dude got picked up. You know what I mean? In federal case.
Yeah, but you know what is so crazy? It's because so at the end of the day, let's say Chauncey get indicted on it. How is he going to federal prison? And if we're going to go do 18 months?
Right.
What are we talking about here? Nobody did. And then what I try to tell Aramis is that the problem is they say millions of dollars at the table, but you got to remember, if me and CP, and I ain't counting your pockets, CP, but at the end of the day, I told Aramis, you could go to some poker games and it's $1 million buy-in. But that's because you in the table is millionaires.
Yeah.
And they got that exposable money.
Yep.
I can't get into a table for $1 million, but I damn sure could go sit one $500, even $1,000 if it was that serious for me.
Yeah.
And so you get in where you fit in. This is across the world. This is across the world.
Yeah.
Everybody is in gambling. And then now you just have to be careful because at the end of the day, Big Brother can't get his little percentage off of it.
Pretty much.
And then that's when it's a problem.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
The problem, you can't get no dollar off of it. I can't tax you. And then now the Chauncey Billups thing is a little bit worse because you're actually cheating.
Yeah.
Now, if we lost outright, a poker game is a poker game. People been talking about poker from the time gambling was legal. This back in when Vegas got put on the map. Remember one man and then what's the boy name? The mobster that put Bugsy Sino in them when they put. You know what I'm saying?
Bugsy Siegel. Shout out to Bugsy. He done made the show. Yeah,
This is back in them days.
It's Siegel. You know what I
Back
mean?
then. They went to the desert and wasn't nobody out there but the coyotes in one building. So you know what I mean? But it's unfortunate, but I was looking at Stephen A. CP, did you watch the Stephen A. clip I sent y'all about where he talking about Trump?
Oh yeah,
Trump coming?
Yeah.
Said Trump coming for folks.
He coming. You know what I'm saying? I can believe it. I can believe it.
Crazy. What else we got today, Aramis?
We gon'
Oh, wait. We supposed to we was waiting on you, CP. We supposed to go talk about the Spurs. We was waiting to talk about the Spurs.
Oh yeah,
5-0 start to Wambi. Let's get into that.
So basically this is gonna end it off real quick. We're gonna talk about the Spurs. Right now, CP, I gave Uncle Ramon the hold on, let me see if I can go back to it.
Yeah, let's start that segment over because I was like, nope, we gonna wait for CP for this one because I fuck with them. That's my guy, the alien.
So
the alien,
CP,
man.
I want you to guess the top 5 for the Western Conference. I want you to give me a list of 5 teams that you think is in the top 5.
5 teams.
Western Conference.
5 teams.
Yeah, top 5 at this early of the season.
OKC.
Early season right now. Top 5. Right
OKC.
Now. Okay.
Denver.
Okay.
Of course, Denver's in there. The Rockets. Come on now. I'm throwing them in anyway.
Okay.
I'm just throwing them in anyway. You know what I mean? Because they gonna be there before it's said and done. And right now, since it's right now, of course things could change. You gotta throw the Lakers in there. So you gotta throw the Lakers in there.
Okay.
And then the 5th team, the Spurs.
Words. All right, read them the top 5 there. Let's read the top 5. Read them the top 5. I was saying that I said the same thing you said when you said the list. I was like, that's some bullshit because it's still early. But go ahead, read the list.
All right. So number 1, we got Thunder. 2, we got Spurs. 3, we got Trailblazers. 4, we got Lakers. 5, we got Clippers.
The Trailblazers and the Clippers, we're talking about right now. So I get
right
it.
Right now.
But
5 games in, 6 games in.
Yeah, mind you, CB, this is just right now. Like you started is brand new, just right now. But things could change in the long run.
Because Portland's kind of young team, kind of still learning. They finally starting to show a little traction. Yeah, I mean, and so I can see that. But San Antonio, Lakers, and Denver and OKC and Denver are the top, and the Rockets. But OKC and Denver, I get them the top, right, the edge.
Right now, your Rockets is at the 7th spot. You're above the Warriors, Grizzlies, Timberwolves, Jazz, and Suns.
We'd be lower than that if we didn't lose Fred. If we didn't lose Fred VanVleet at point guard. And I know I know he's not a
VanVleet out already.
Yeah, he tore his Achilles before the season started.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah, that's huge because
he's a veteran.
He's not a superstar, but he's a veteran, knows how to run the offense.
He's a dog.
Bro. He's a dog. He can play D.
Right, be in trouble without him too.
And he gonna give you 15 or 20.
I mean, he got a ring in Toronto.
He a dog.
That's why Rockets, Rockets got him because he could be a good.
I mean, we still got the young kid.
He got a ring with Kawhi. I remember watching that series. Him and Kawhi came up there from
that shit pissed me off. I'm not even gonna lie.
We still got the youngster Reed. You know what I'm saying? Jeff Shepard. Second year guy, but second year. You know what I mean? That's why I wish VanVleet would have had us. Just man, that was a huge loss.
Yeah. But that's where they need to pick that up. They need, and you don't want a rookie, you want a veteran guy.
No, we're gonna get a veteran. We're definitely gonna trade. Houston's definitely gonna trade for a veteran before the season's over.
Well, so is that a viable Morant look?
No, because you had to give it too much, and Houston has their team in place.
Yeah,
Like they got
they need a strong veteran guy, but not expensive.
not expensive. Somebody you can
Mm-hmm.
get on the count on the cheap. Might have to give up the 11th guy on the bench, maybe. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Yeah. Wow. I didn't know that that's Van Vliet. Van Vliet, that's
Yeah,
my God. Listen,
he
I got
tore his shit
respect for Van Vliet.
over the summer working out. Man, when I heard that news that day, I was like, no.
Yeah, I seen it. I was like, oh shit, Rockets gonna be in trouble.
Big
So
club,
They
so
man.
gonna
so
be.
Aramis, can you please go look up the aliens numbers in 5 games? I read it was a ridiculous stat. The man got like 200 points, so many rebounds. Come on, in 5 games. It was something ridiculous. And I was watching the clips. They were saying that one joint, the boy caught it. He went to block the shot on the backboard, snatched it off the backboard, led the break behind the back, step back three in one possession.
Man, listen.
You know what's crazy about that is because Wemby is now studying all of the legends, like
Man,
tricks and everything,
man,
like
Yeah,
listen.
like
That
like
man is
the
just
whole like the whole dream shake. You know,
man. That
he
man is
learned that.
collecting moves
He
from
learned
legends.
from the ticket, Kevin Garnett. He learned it from Jamal Crawford. You know, what I'm saying with the little hazy
that's
crossover.
not good. You know that's not good. And them boys willing to take him under. I seen
Man,
it. They
That's
listen.
take
The
what
him
I
under the
man, the
mean.
wing.
man even
The
went to
man is
the
7'4", crossing up and hitting the three. Get the
the man
fuck out.
even went work out with the Shaolin monks. You know what I'm saying in the
Right,
off season.
right. You
You
get
know, cause
that's hey, but
So
that Shaolin monk is, and people don't
oh
understand. For our
shit,
fans who don't understand, that's mental work.
that's
That's
mental work.
mental work. That's
Like
mental work.
the man is collecting moves from people and secrets from people like Infinity Stones. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
He
so
gonna, he gonna
so
yeah.
collect
he
all them
averaging
Infinity
he
Stones.
averaging 31 points a game. I'm gonna stop right there. 31 a game.
No. Please finish. Please give the
I'm
man
gonna
his
stop.
accolade. We need to get it because he's almost averaging he's getting a double off the gate. He's getting about 50. When
Okay,
I saw it, like
okay.
15, 16 rebounds.
I'll continue. I'll continue. So 31 a game, 13.8 rebounds a game, 4.8 blocks a game, and a field goal percentage of 60.3
And I
percentage.
know
And
that
then
I see.
what about assist?
that's what I was about to
Assist.
say.
Okay, hold on. Let me go
I
to
Yeah,
see
the
him out there
because
dropping dimes.
yeah, I seen him pass a few. I know he getting at least about 4 or 5 assists, 3 to 5 assists per game.
hold on, go to the
That's
stats.
just me off the gate, and I ain't been watching no basketball yet, for real, for real.
Okay, hold on.
Shout out to Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook said he got the most triple doubles coming off the bench in NBA history right now. Just a
I
side
believe it.
note.
Oh yeah, he do. He do.
When that was what they said when he went to Portland, he got another triple double.
It's not showing me actual thing. Hold on. Let me. Uh
Yeah, the man. Listen, they was talking about. I was watching Gilbert Arenas podcast, and Gilbert and them was saying that right now he done moved in year 3 that he done moved to possibly being the second best player in the league right now.
I
okay, I
mean,
got it.
he got an argument. You know what I
So
mean?
Yeah.
he's averaging. So it's actually 30.2 points a game, 14.6 rebounds, and 3.4 assists.
And then how many blocks?
I just read it. It's like
Yeah.
3.8.
Okay, 3.8 blocks. So that right there, if you look at it all up and his field goal percentage, that's just amazing. And this is like his 3rd year in game, and this is the 5th game, and they're 5-0.
5-0 because of him.
Oh, I mean, well, again, we just said second best player in the league, arguably, according to Gilbert Arenas. And then let me ask your opinion on this, CP. Gilbert was saying that he arguably number 2 player could be number 1 by the end of the season, depending on what they do and then the playoff run. And he was
Man,
saying that basically the last piece that he need, including with the Shaolin Monk piece, is that if he go in and get what they gave Giannis, because he said when Giannis came in the league, he was slim frame, and then
right?
they molded him into a physical specimen. So they said if
Yeah,
he was able to add that, what do you feel? What are your thoughts on that, CP?
man. I mean, he can only add so much. I mean, Giannis was skinny, but Giannis was 6 what 6'10", 6'10", 6'9", 6'11". You know what I mean? This man 7'4". He's like 10'10". I mean, he can gain some weight, but he's like a Kevin Durant. But see, KD
Mm-hmm.
don't lift weights though. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Do you think, despite how Wemby is, despite how we've seen him in the offseason, we've listed a fewer legends like of all time, and it's actually crazy how these legends they're you know able to take Wemby, who is a 7'4" center who can shoot the ball very well,
Mm-hmm.
dribble, pretty decent, but his the way how his game has been and the way how he's able to dribble and be able to score and be able to play offense and defense. He's learning from these legends and improving his game a lot more better. And the way he's taking it into a real life action game, he's
Right.
against defenders.
PlayStation numbers. It's PlayStation numbers. Listen, Wemby pulling up. Wemby can take the ball. That transition I said earlier, where he had a block, snatched it off the board, rebounded it, went up the court, and did a step back three with no
Nasty work.
hesitation.
Nasty
That's
work.
nasty, bro.
Bro,
Listen, the man.
that man hit him with the between step back and just right in
But
the
But
listen,
see, another thing
my
with
my
Wemby
my
though,
thing is CP. My thing for Wemby is, and I'm gonna leave this with y'all. This is what I see. The NBA could be in trouble because that could be where he's entering in the Wilt Chamberlain conversation.
true.
Can we agree with that?
What you say about that, CP? He ain't Wilt Chamberlain yet.
He
But if we
not, but
look at, but right now we talking
Okay.
about that we can get him on. I'm talking about on potential. So I'm gonna go on the record and say, for our fans watching, I have never had a player in his third year even be in the conversation to even talk with anything that could potential have a Wilt Chamberlain talk
It's
piece.
true. And it's like I'm gonna circle back to what we were just talking about with the whole Wemby gaining weight. He's 7'4". He's slim, cool. You really don't want him bulking up. Giannis, you know what I'm saying? Giannis bulked up, but Giannis didn't have the skill set that Wemby has. And Giannis wasn't 7'4". Traditionally, big men
Right,
back in the day used to have those foot problems. Like the heavier
right.
they get,
The
and
heavy, yeah,
him being 7'4", you don't want to put too much weight on him. You want to put some more,
right,
but he's naturally going to get strong, like with
yeah.
plyometrics. I'm
So
sure
what? So CP,
plyometric workouts and different things like
what
that.
you think is a good amount of weight that he should cap it at? Like if you can add to his body fat or body muscle mass, how much weight do you think would be
I wouldn't
safe?
put no much. I wouldn't put much weight on him at all. Maybe at max 15 pounds over time,
Okay,
gradually
15.
over
Yeah,
time, though, because his
yeah,
game is fluid like a guard. You know what I mean?
right.
He's not like Giannis. Giannis, her power forward.
Yeah,
Giannis don't got no
yeah,
skills like that. You know
But
what I mean?
mind
That's
right.
you,
just what
Giannis was skinny too when he came into the league. But
I
then,
Yeah,
know. But
he
his
ended up
skill
being
set,
buffer.
yeah.
So mind you, what if Wemby can't get big like Giannis, but he can get big in his own way. He can get strong in
I'm
his own
saying
way.
that's what I mean. I've seen his
Okay.
workouts. I've seen his trainer. He does a lot of plyometric work, which is not
core, core.
lifting weights, a lot of core,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of building strength. You know what I mean? By loosening different parts of your body. You can gain strength like that. You can also stay fluent. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
In your movements. You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
You don't want to put on a and that's I've seen his workouts with his trainer, and that's all they're
Okay,
doing. A lot of balance work, you know what I
right.
mean? Different things like that, things that are going to build your body and get you stronger without doing a
So
lot of weights.
so Sepia, I got a question for you, and then and Ray, I got a question for you too. Matter of fact, y'all both can answer this question however y'all feel like y'all want to. But this is regarding how Wemby will be in the next few years. Do we think Wemby, whenever LeBron retires, whenever Curry, Kevin, Russell, CP, and a lot of these vets retire, do we think Wemby is going to be the next problem in the upcoming years?
He's the next problem right now.
Yes.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We
Ain't
don't
no
gotta
next
wait
yeah,
year.
but
for Steph.
yeah,
Right?
but
You know what I mean?
I'm saying, I'm saying as like, because right now, yeah, right now he's a problem now, but just imagine him years ahead.
Well, yeah, he's gonna be much better. But in terms of those guys you just mentioned, he's the problem. Those guys are not really the problem. They're still problems, you
Okay.
know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
the Spurs are right there, right now. You know what I mean? And with Wimby can't be stopped now,
Mm-mm.
regardless of who's in the league.
No.
You see what
And
I'm
and
saying?
and, and, and so Aaron, so let me answer that question, and then I'm gonna piggyback on the Giannis piece. Well, let me do
Okay.
the Giannis piece first. The Giannis piece. So just for our fans to know, understand when Giannis made the transformation from where they put the weight on him, it was because his major role was to play the five. When you
That's what
play
I'm
the
saying.
five,
Yeah,
you have to have strength and girth to be able
right,
to take the pounding in the paint every day.
right,
Now, getting back to the alien, when you get to Wambi, like CP said, he's a guard in a 7'4" body. If you don't want to say he's a one, okay, he could play the 2, 3, 4, and I could do the one. I might not be the point guard, but I can handle
right,
the rock and do what I
right,
need to do. So that puts him in a different situation where he can play perimeter. He's perimeter and an inside. And when he's in the inside now, he's not a banger. He's just so long, he causes problems because people have to shoot over him. And he already damn near can get to the top of the backboard without even jumping. He can damn near,
right.
he can dunk without even jumping. So that's where he causes the problems. Now, to fast transition to the question you asked, Aramis, right now the NBA, and for our fans watching, the NBA is looking for who is the next LeBron, who is the next face of the league. And so when
Right.
we remember, I was telling you, Aramis, before, was it going to be Luca?
We
Because
were just
Luca was
talking
in
about that too.
position,
Yeah,
and who is in position? And
last
right
season.
now, if you think about it, you have to right now, Kobe is still holding on to the title.
Right.
He's the ambassador for the league, and you got all these young boys. They tried to give it. They was looking at Morant. They looked at Luca. They looked at all these other people, and said nobody really
Bron
kind of
still, yeah.
captivated it to take over the title. And now you
Yeah.
have Wambi, and with
Yeah.
all of this Shaolin monk training, he didn't got credited. Listen, you know, it's a certain thing. If you and Amos, I don't know if you know people from the hood, you can't say you gangster without getting street cred. So now
Right.
in NBA cred, he got veteran
Yeah.
credit. I got Akeem credit, Hall of Famer. I got KG. KG is a veteran street credit because he gonna give you the grit and the and all that. So now you got that fan base credit going to Wambi because they saying, hey, you can do this. And he ain't still as strong and gritty as KG. KG,
Right.
a whole different thing. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
right now, for what you said, Kramer, to answer your question, I think if Wambi take this season the way he's projected to with his early success, he will be the ticket for the NBA where they selling the most jerseys now and be the prototype to say he's
Okay.
taking the throne.
Okay. Yeah. Because
What you say, CP?
Yeah, that's about right. I mean, like I said, they're looking for the face of the league. But in all reality, they're looking for the true face of the league. They would like it to be like an American born player. You know what I mean? But
Who's that?
I
Who's that
mean,
guy then? Who's
I
that
don't
guy? Because
know. I don't know.
Wambi is French, right?
Yeah, he French. And the reason they say that because a lot of times those guys, when the season is over, they go back to the country. You know what I mean? And then like while they're here, they're just you know what I'm saying that they're just about basketball. Really, yeah, you can interview them and they're good guys, but it's something about having an American-born player, the face of the league, that kind of actually makes
Yeah.
them the face of the league. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
LeBron was
if
the
that
guy.
makes sense,
LeBron was straight out of high school. He could
yeah.
have had a
yes.
better story.
If that makes sense. You know what I mean? So I mean they would
Mm.
love like an Ant, you know what I mean, Ant Man, a Cooper
And
Flag to come
Ant-Man had his
along.
chance because remember Ant-Man said he don't want to take that role.
Yeah. Ant Man said
Yeah.
I don't want
He
that.
said he don't want to.
Hey, speaking of
I
Ant
remember
Man,
that. Am I lying?
hey,
Amos ain't that what you? Because Amos, you're a young guy now. Ant said he didn't want that.
speaking of
One
his
thing
boy
about
Ant,
Ant is that he basically wanted people to stop comparing him to
to Jordan.
NJ. They wanted
Yeah.
him to stop comparing him because he wants to be players now don't want to be compared to all these greats. They want to be their own selves. They want to make their own story. They want to be something different. But at the end of the day, you can't ignore the allegations, man. People are going to take that
Aramis,
serious.
I don't mean to cut you, but let me just segue in with you on that.
Okay.
That's if I was Ant's PR people, I would tell Ant, shut the fuck up. What do you mean? You have to allow that transition because MJ has the biggest following probably in the world. MJ sell more sneakers than they ain't got nothing to do with the league. So why wouldn't you want to take him? And I understand you don't want to say, hey, you're another Mike, but that's not a bad thing because at the end of the day, it would have been from not talking about Mike to talking about Ant. Because the words that come out your mouth would have just replaced words, but he did bad because he should have allowed that comparison to catapult his image and his fan base. You lost out. You don't want to. So, Aramis, right now, if I could take our podcast now and say, hey, you remind me of Stephen A. You ain't gonna take that?
All right.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, let me. This is a change of it. You're still talking about Ant, but this is something totally different.
Yeah, go ahead.
Tell me y'all saw Ant the other night, man, when the Lakers played Minnesota a few nights ago. Y'all didn't see that?
No, I didn't see that game. What happened? Give us the drama.
The man was on the bench. Y'all, Aramis, you gotta pull up the clip and leave it on the site for the people to see. The man was on the bench in street clothes. The Lakers brought in number 12, Jake LaVavia.
Oh shit! Yeah, I did. I've seen that clip.
What happened? I gotta see that. What happened?
Was like, yo, who was number 12?
Well, they got him from Sacramento last year. He's a good player. He's a guard, right? Like I don't know if he's Euro or whatever. So, and on the bench in street clothes, LaVavia
he dropped 21 points.
Yeah, dude ended up having like 20-something points. He balled. But he checked in the game, and at some point during the game, it was quiet in the arena, right? Quiet enough to where you heard a fan scream, "Who is number 12?" That's what the fan said.
Right.
And your boy Ant on the bench, all you can hear, he jumped up, did his arms like this. He said, "That's what I'm saying. Who number 12? I don't know."
Ant don't know what's going on. He's like, who the hell's number 12?
He said, "I don't know."
Yo.
Dog, that shit was
I have to go look that up.
Yo, that shit was funny. Because what made it so funny, because it in street clothes. You know what I mean? So, and it's quiet in the arena. They're in Minnesota. But it's quiet enough to where you literally heard the fan be like, "Who is 12?" And the boy jumped up off the bench.
Damn. That is crazy. Yeah, you have to send me that, Aramis. CP, you froze up.
Hey, that was so funny. Bro, but dude, he took that personal. He gave them work. Dude almost had like 30 points.
Wow. He said, like, Ant, you better pay attention, huh?
You
pay
attention, my name. Hey, bro, so far, that was the funniest moment to me of the NBA season so far.
Okay.
Man, I just couldn't stop laughing. I had to watch that 3 times. I said, "Oh shit, a fool, man." He's like, "I don't know."
I gotta go check that out. Check it out.
Jokic just got fined.
Jokic always get fined though. He must have said something.
Jokic got fined $50,000 for making a new lewd gesture against Boston. What the hell, bro? I just saw this shit just now. What the hell?
Right, yeah, joking. 50,000 is just a little parking ticket. That's parking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But damn, shit.
Who is 12?
You already got fined $50,000.
Hey, CP, I'm gonna pull that up. I'm gonna check that out. That's the classic clip right there.
You can just tell because he ain't playing.
Oh my
that
god!
So you know when they on the bench.
I can find out why I keep talking. Hold on.
And then he said it just out the blue, like it was still quiet, and you could tell he wasn't even paying attention to nothing, not even the game, because he in street clothes. And all of a sudden he had like his hand down and his, just not paying attention. And then kind of when that fan said that, then he kind of just popped like, "I don't know, man."
Right, and he on the team and don't even know who the fuck he is.
I said he didn't have to do that, man. Like that.
Yo, but CP. So we gotta wrap this up. Football's on.
Yeah,
but Aramis said that he gonna send me the link so I can make sure we look at the fantasy basketball league. He said
Yeah,
right
that's
now
it.
you're 1-0. What's
Yeah.
the standards of the fantasy league right now again, Aramis, for the fantasy league? CP, you can get in on it. You can
Yeah, I
get
can
in
get
and
in.
see it.
Yeah, because I got ESPN. You know what I mean? I do my other fantasy stuff on ESPN.
Oh, okay, I gotta set mine up. What's the standards right now in the fantasy league again, Aramis? Can you run it down for us? I gotta jump in today. I gotta get logged in. I ain't even logged in yet.
I'm 1-0. I'm gonna have to go.
You
I'm
said you
gonna be
want to
2
know.
and
He
0.
about to get a stand right now. He said you want to know already.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my team, the rest of my team together.
So Hoops Dreams is 1-0. Monsters is 1-0. CP, you're 1-0. I'm 0-1. Uncle Ramon is 0-1, and my dad's 0-1.
And what's Ramirez? What's Ramirez's record? 0-1 too?
Yeah.
Ramirez 0-1. Okay. So we got how many people in the league? 7?
Mm-hmm.
7 of us? Okay. That's good. We take that. Okay. So what's the matchups right now? Who match up against who? Who's playing? What's the matchup? If you can read it down.
I'm facing you right now because we both just lost one, so I'm facing you right now.
Okay.
Monsters is facing Hoop Dreams, and CP you're facing my pops.
Okay.
So
Okay.
CP winning, Hoop Dreams is winning, and I'm winning against you.
Okay. So I gotta go in. You gotta send me the link so I can go in and edit my team. And I can change my name, right?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta go in there, gotta get on my, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go in there with some Harlem Globetrotters and some old school name.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So instead, what else we got left? What we don't want to talk about?
I think that's about it. We just covered because I actually had to leave. I'm going to my girlfriend's uncle house to go watch this game soon. So
Yeah. All right, CP, what's your closing remark? Let's do closing remarks. CP, you start with closing remarks. Let's get up out of here. What you got?
Man, I
Closing
was just
remarks.
the league so far. The league is good, man. Great talent. So far, looks like those dudes out there playing hard. You know what I mean right now, and it looks like everyone is caring a little bit right now. I mean, of course, it's the beginning of the season, so I just hope it stays that way for the NBA, and I'm excited to see where else the league is going to take us this season because man, it's some exciting teams, and a lot of teams can win this thing.
Okay. I feel like my closing remarks for the day is I feel like that I'm glad that we off to a good start. It is a shame that they had to put a stain with the whole gambling thing, which was strategic. I think just
that was strategic.
or whatever. Yeah, that was just whatever. But at the end of the day, remember what NWA said: all publicity is good publicity, bad or negative. Yeah. So at the end of the day, the negative spin on the gambling piece is that everyone's talking about the NBA right now.
Yeah,
which is huge. So, and then with that segue, y'all watch out for Wamby because Wamby gonna be a problem, and I think that my early projection is that he will make it to the finals, and not sure if he'll win it or not. But I think he got to go get to the finals, and he becomes the face of the NBA.
It wouldn't surprise me if they made it to the. I mean, he got some talent around him, a lot of young talent, but he got some talent around him.
Yes. You know, I say that, CP, because at the end of the day, you got Popovich still in the front office. And if it needs to be, I promise you Popovich will come out that office and get on that bench if they get that far down with a chance.
He ain't getting on that bench no more. I don't
care
no,
not take the head coaching, but he'll be influential in down the stretch and on that team, fire the coach and X's and O's.
Kind of that
and Aramis, Popovich. Popovich one of the greatest coaches ever to coach. And he been known for bringing, that's why San Antonio has been never a losing organization in the history, and they always go overseas and get players. That go back to Tim Duncan, Tony Tony Parker, come on, Ginobili. They're real famous for bringing in that kind of talent, and they play a different kind of ball. Like a John Morant wouldn't fit in that system because they're all about team.
Right? Yeah.
And system wouldn't fit in that system. No. But go ahead, Aramis, what you got?
I'm basically gonna say this. I feel like that whole gambling shit just kind of just turn tables for a little bit, but overall, I'm definitely excited to see these, these upcoming teams, new teams, coming into the light. As far I'm really proud of Wemby. He actually, like shined the lights, so much just for little 5 games, and I feel like Wemby will be. He's a problem. So if anything, you gonna have to really try your best to beat Spurs, because if you don't knock out the Spurs now, man, they gonna come up behind you, like a snake. They will sneak in. Nobody gonna recognize them. Nobody gonna see him coming. And Wemby gonna set the standards. He will be he will be the next upcoming, player on the Spurs. Bring him another ring. If he does bring another ring, then people are gonna start looking at Wemby as the
right.
Yes, sir. Jersey retired in the Spurs. Like, come on, man. I see it already.
Yep.
Retiring with the Spurs, I see it. Getting the ring, I see it. It's bound for them to actually try to go and get it. If they can go and get it, man, watch out, man. Watch out for Spurs and Alien, though. Watch out for them boys. All I'm gonna see is Algramo in the group talking about, man, I told y'all, boy, the Aliens gonna get it. I'm gonna see him in the group chat like, oh shit, here we go.
Yes, sir. Close us out, Hermes. Close us out.
Yep.
But if you guys are viewing this, I appreciate you guys for staying tuned. I know football is playing right now, but if y'all took a second to watch us, thank you guys for love and support. We got 23 views on last live podcast. Please like and subscribe. I did put our links in the description so that they can reach out to us. I will continue to keep doing that. So you guys got any more questions, how you feel about today's video, please reach out to us. I put our Facebooks, Instagrams. I got my TikToks on. I got my TikTok down there, so you guys can follow me on there, so you can get watch every clip that I made and posted on there. Stay tuned for more. Next Sunday will be something brand new. We're gonna see what's going on in the season, so that we can figure out what we want to talk about. But
also too, I want to say next week I'm gonna do a special. We're gonna bring up so y'all can do your research. We're gonna do a piece on old school Allen Iverson.
Right.
I want to do a piece on Bubba Chuck. Bubba Chuck. We're gonna do a piece on Bubba Chuck next week.
Okay,
right.
Sounds good. Yep.
All right.
Do that. All right. Well, we are the end of the post-pod. We're in the Bachelor for Knowledge. I am your co-host.
I see her. I'm Ray Daniels.
CP.
My bad, I'm so used to saying my pops' podcast, but my fault. We are the Bachelor for Knowledge. You feel me?
All good.
We signing out. Have a blissful Sunday, and we will see you guys next Sunday at 12, right? 12 o'clock?
Yep, 12 o'clock. Yep, 12. Next Sunday.
All right.
All right, peace.
We out.
Peace.